Okay, let's talk about something incredibly tough. Finding out your partner has cheated. It's one of the most painful things anyone can go through. It just shatters your world. So today, we're going to walk through this, not with easy answers, but with a real framework to help you navigate what comes next.
That moment you find out, it's just a total storm. You're probably feeling this whirlwind of shock, betrayal, anger, and this really, really deep hurt. And I want you to know, all of that is completely valid. It feels like the floor just dropped out from under you, and it's so important to just acknowledge how intense that storm is. Right, so in the middle of all that chaos, thinking clearly feels pretty much impossible. That's why our goal here is to give you a kind of roadmap. We're going to break down the steps you can take to find some clarity and figure out what is truly best for you. Let's get into that very first move.
The first thing, and honestly, the most critical part, is all about hitting the pause button. That immediate gut-wrenching reaction, it's completely understandable, but it's not always the best guide for making huge life-altering decisions.
You know when you get a shock like this, your brain just goes into survival mode. It's all emotion, not logic. And if you act from that place, you might say or do things you'll regret later on. That's why giving yourself some space isn't weakness, not at all. It's actually a really strategic way to get your power back.
So, here's the bottom line. Before you have any big conversations, before you make any major decisions, you have to give yourself time. Whether that's a few hours or a few days, just let that initial emotional tidal wave pull back a bit. Then, if you need to, calmly confirm what happened. This isn't about snooping or starting a fight. It's about getting clarity for yourself, not ammunition for an argument.
Okay, once you feel a little more grounded, the next step is having that conversation. But listen, this isn't just any talk. It's a structured conversation, and it's designed to give you the information you need to make your choice.
It is so tempting to just let loose, to shout, to insult, but look at the don'ts here. Why? Because your goal is to observe. You're gathering data. You need to ask direct questions. Why? How long? But the most important question of all is, do you take responsibility for this? By staying calm, you let their true colors, their remorse or their lack of it, come through loud and clear.
Now, pay very, very close attention here. How they react in this one conversation is a huge predictor of the future. Their words, their tone, their body language, it's all going to reveal whether the foundation of your relationship is totally broken or if there's anything solid left to stand on. And right here, you can see the two roads laid out. On one side, you've got real remorse. They own it completely, no excuses. They're willing to do the hard work. But on the other side, that's all about deflection. They blame you. They lie. They try to downplay it. If their response looks anything like that list on the right, they are showing you right to your face that they are not a safe partner for you. All right, after that conversation, the spotlight shifts. It moves away from them and comes right back to you. You've got the information. Now it's time for some deep, honest self-reflection to decide what you really want and what you really need. This is the first question to really sit with. And be brutally honest with yourself. Trust is the absolute bedrock of a relationship. Can you actually imagine a future where you don't feel that constant need to check their phone or wonder where they really are? If the answer is a hard no, that's really important information. And this builds on that last question. Think about your own self-worth. Is staying in this relationship going to mean you're constantly fighting feelings of insecurity, of not being good enough? A healthy partnership is supposed to build you up, right? Not slowly tear you down. And this is the ultimate question. When you look at the whole picture, the good, the bad, and now this, is this relationship a source of growth and happiness in your life, or has it turned into a source of pain and anxiety? Your well-being has to be number one.
So here's the key takeaway. You have to make your choice from a place of strength and self-respect. Don't stay just because you're scared of being alone. And don't leave just because your friends are telling you to. You have to tune into your gut and choose the path that leads you toward real long-term peace.
So no matter what you decide, whether you stay or you leave, the final destination is actually the same for both paths, your own healing. Let's break down what that looks like.
If you do choose to stay, rebuilding isn't something that just happens. It requires clear, non-negotiable actions from them. We're talking total transparency, cutting off all contact with the other person, and showing through consistent effort over time that they are serious about earning back your trust. Words just aren't enough. Their actions have to prove it.
And if you choose to leave, please know that this is an act of profound self-respect.
Your healing journey means leaning on your friends, rediscovering your hobbies, and creating that distance, which means not checking their social media. And forgiveness? That's not for them. It's for you. It's about letting go of that heavy weight so you can finally move forward.
I really want you to let this one sink in. No matter what was going on in the relationship, they had other choices. They could have talked to you, gone to therapy, or just ended things. They chose to cheat. That decision says everything about their character and absolutely nothing about your value as a person. Do not carry their mistake as your shame.
And so, this is where we end. This is the question that should guide every step you take from here on out. The road ahead is going to be tough, there's no doubt about it, but you are strong enough to walk it. Trust yourself, put your own well-being first, and make the choice that will ultimately lead you to a future of peace.